Hey, this your girl 3D Not T, all the way in the NO, already legendary. And this takeover TV, they got me with this heavy ass belt. Good thing I've been working out, you know what I'm saying?
Just caught on, especially when I got in high school. All my friends either were calling me Meg or Stallion. So I was like, okay, well, that's me. And then I changed all my social media names to The Stallion.
If you could tell me about the whole Timberland ordeal, how that came about, and what was the result of it. You know, I know there's a prequel to that, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and go through that.
Well, I had this opportunity at one point. This was before. Right now, I shoot my own videos. I direct and edit my own videos, right?
Which is impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. But I'm self-taught. And the reason why I'm self-taught is there was this opportunity that I had to open up for a major artist. He came down in the city. The promoter was like, we hear a lot of stuff. You moving around. We want you to open up for him. And we putting on a tour. But all we need is some footage. You know, we hear about you, but we need some footage just to see what you do, like how the crowd is, right? I'm like, all right, cool. I had just did a show maybe like 2 or 3 days prior to that. So I'm like, oh, I know your boy. He recorded the show. I hit him up, and when I told him about the opportunity, he tried to text me. He tried to text me. Like, he really tried to, he knew that that opportunity was tied to him.
Using his leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me being who I am, I'm like, okay, I need to learn this component of my career. I don't know anything about shooting videos. So instead of paying him this money and now I got to be bird fed, and anytime I need this, I have to be bird fed, I'm going to get taxed. I took that money and I went and brought my own camera and I just fed myself knowledge instead. So I started shooting my own videos. Like, it took a time. I was teaching myself. But one of the first couple videos that I shot was a video called Switch. And I was rapping to a bunch of Timberland tracks. Every time the beat would switch, I would change my flow, and I was kind of battling myself on the video. And it kind of went viral. It went on World Star. Timberland's barber saw the video, sent me a message, and he was like, yo, I work with Timberland. He just saw your video. They want to fly you out here. This the same day. Like, they want to fly you out here to Miami, the Hit Factory. So I was out there that night, you know, and I worked with Tim. I just thought I was going there. I'll tell you how this, I don't even speak, like, you know, I haven't even explained some of these things. I spoke about some of these things, but I remember going out there. I had like 3 outfits because I'm thinking I'm supposed to stay there for 2 days. So I'm bringing an extra. Like,
yeah, you know, a couple extra things or whatever. Yeah.
So I go out there. They pick me up from the airport. We drive to the Hit Factory. I tell you no lie, Timberland, Missy Elliott, and Justin Timberlake were standing outside talking. So I'm pulling up. I'm like, you got to go through a gate when you get to the Hit Factory.
3 heavy hitters.
So I'm looking, they talking, they laughing, doing, shooting and shit. And I'm like, I know you fucking lying. Like, I'm like, damn, I ain't even bring my good clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Like, damn, why you didn't tell me these people gonna be here?
I'm pulling up and I'm hopping out, and they embraced me like they knew who I was. Like, he had showed them, and he was telling them, oh, this is the girl. And I ended up staying there for 10 months. As opposed to 3 days. And of course I went back, I went back home every couple weeks or whatever, but we ended up from there, we ended up going to Virginia and working out of his studio for a long time. And things were, it was interesting because at the same time, that same video, a lot of other labels saw that video at the time. So they was coming to me, but by me being out of that, they calling me. And by me being where I was and working with them and feeling like I was forming a relationship with them, when I would tell them, I'm like, yo, such and such just called me, and they have relationships with these people. So
Right.
things was happening to where I'm thinking I'm being loyal because I'm coming from the streets and I'm fucking with these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm being honest and I'm being real as opposed to being a businesswoman at the time and taking those meetings or forming these relationships myself. I was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, when things started to happen, now I was told that, oh, we're gonna put you on, like, it's gonna be a probationary thing. Don't worry about signing. We just gonna, and I started writing for other artists. And then when they saw a lot of other people coming towards me, it was more like, okay, here's the paperwork. So I had to look at that paperwork, and it wasn't something that was conducive of who I was trying to be and where I was trying to go with my career. If that makes sense. Does that make sense to you?
Plenty of sense to me.
Okay, good. Good.
Doesn't sound overly complicated to me.
Yeah, yeah. Just where I was coming from and what I had at the time. Sometimes people have a different perspective of who you are because of where you come from.
Right.
And like I've never been a person that, I was always hungry, but I never was thirsty. And I know that there were certain things that it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't who I was trying to be as an artist and who I was trying to be as a person and how I was trying to handle my business.
Well, salute to you to recognize that.
Yeah.
And just not just put your name on the paper, just to be like, hey, I'm gonna put my name in the paper just to be affiliated with them and take a loss.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, people don't hear terms like, if you're a rapper, all you know is you want to get signed, but you don't hear things like, you don't know sunset clauses. You don't know any of these type of clauses that you see these artists that come out and then you don't hear from them again. And then you hear the label is doing this or owns this and don't want to let them go or whatever. You see people stagnant in their careers.
Right.
Goats. Niggas who've been out for a long time, whatever. So, you know, yeah.